Okay, so we will learn the major triads on all string sets using all their inversions, and basically we will learn every way you can possibly play a major triad on a guitar neck. How we will do that? It's pretty simple. All you have to do is start, for example, from the 6th string. We will use the D as our center, as our key center, so we will build D major triads. Okay. All we need to know, as we've said before, is the root, the major third, and the perfect fifth. Our job is easier because we have already done a lesson about intervals. So if the root is here, the major third is here. Okay. We know this shape already, and we also know that the perfect fifth is here. So we use the first string set, the E, the A, and the D string, and we played our D major chord. But we want to learn how to play a D major chord on the next string set, the A, the D, and the G string. Okay, so we use the same process. This time we already have the third and the fifth, right? So we are only missing the root, and the root of course has to be on the G. Okay, because we are just stacking intervals. So the first one was 1, 3, 5. The next is 3, 5, and we're looking for 1. The root, the D, is right below. So 3, 5, 1. This shape or this. Doesn't matter how you finger it, the point is you must be able to see the numbers 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 1, and following the same route we have to find our D major chord on the strings D, G, and B, and this is the shape. Okay, since this is 5, 1, 3, 1, 3, 5, the next. That's the way I want you to study them. So 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 1, 5, 1, 3, 1, 3, 5. Okay. And if we've had more strings, we would continue at the same fashion. The same thing goes. We just created 1 tree full of major triads. We will do the same starting from the D and the 5th fret. Okay, we have the root here. This is a major third. This is a perfect fifth. 3, 5, 1. Next shape. Okay, 5, 1, 3. You may already know this shape, but as you can see, it's just one of the many that you can use to play your D major chords. And we have one more here, okay, since the fifth is here. All those are D chords, okay. So, using this fashion again, D, 12th fret, 4th string. Okay, as you can see, I'm not showing you in detail all this because I don't want you to just try see it from a web page and memorize it. That is a very bad way to learn stuff, believe me. All you need to do is know the basic theory behind them and construct them yourself. It's not, it may seem like a huge amount of work, but it isn't. And I'll say to you again, when you practice them, try to shout their degrees out loud. Okay, 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 1, 5, 1, 3, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 1, 5, 1, 3, and so on. Of course, you may start wondering what is the main point. The main point is that At any given situation, you must be able to build, to see every chord, every degree just by glancing at the fretboard. What I mean by that? For example, since for example we have D here, okay, we also have D in the 10th fret of the high string, and let's say that in this position you want to play a D major chord, and you may only know this open D like most people, but what do? Can't you just construct a D major chord from here? You can. Since D is here, this is obviously the root, but where is the third and where is the fifth? Okay, if you know your intervals, you know that the note just above it is the fifth, the A, and the third is just this note here, the F sharp. So okay, so it's the same as playing this, but of course it's a different inversion. Okay, we will talk about inversions later, but inversions, it's basically where the third is and where the fifth. If the third is in the bass or the fifth is in the bass, you have the first and the second inversion. So don't get up in naming those things. This chord we played here, since the third is in the bass, it's the first inversion. Okay, but don't, I've said it again, don't try to memorize those things. Try to build them on the fly. So this is the D major, okay, like this. If for example we wanted also an A major, so D and A, but wanted to play it here, we find the D, and we also know that the A is here. What do? Can't we construct an A major chord? An A major chord, of course we can. We have the root. Where is the third? Where is the third or the fifth? The fifth is here, and the fifth is here, and because it's tuned in third, it's not here, it's here. So 1, 3, 3 and 5. So D, A. Okay, so basically wherever you are from now on, if you took the time, build those triads, played them, calling them 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 1, you must be able to do that on the fly. Any note you are finding, you know that this is a D major. Why? Because you know the root, you almost immediately see the third and the fifth. After a while, after you play them, you will see that this process becomes automatical, and you don't have to really think about it. That's the way in my book, that is the best way to start building your guitar chord vocabulary, because maybe at this point we only know about 1, 3, 5, only a simple 3-note major chord, but after a while you will start to build upon those stuff. You will start to throw in some 7s, some 9s, things like that. You suspend some notes, you try to move them. The point is that you won't be stuck in closed, blocked positions. You will see everything you want to see or you want to change. So, step 1, try to build them like that. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 1. Okay. And follow the process again and again until they become second nature. Of course, as you can imagine, this same work will be done for the minor, diminished and augmented chord families. But you will see that this gets easier and easier and easier. So anytime you are at any position, doesn't really matter where you are, you must be able to play whatever chord you like. Okay, because think about what we said before. This is the D major chord we played earlier. Okay, like this. But if you knew where the 1, 3 and 5 was, and if you knew that the third is here, in order to make the chord from major minor, all you have to do is move one step back. So instead of playing this, you can play this. Okay, different voicing, different fingering, but as you can see, very, very useful to know. Not only for your chord knowledge, but also for your fretboard knowledge. Okay, so take all this to account. Try the most basic thing of all this hoopla here is to build them yourself. If you go Google and start looking at the triads without even bothering building them, then you have lost the whole point. Okay, a piece of paper, an empty fretboard, a pencil, start drawing them. After you do that for 1, 2 or 3 times, start doing them on the fretboard, just like that. It's not that hard. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 1. Okay, if you do that a few times, you will see that at any given point you will see around a particular note the 3s and the 5s. Where is the 1, where is the 3, where is the 5? If you build that knowledge, as we said before, later you will know also where the 7s are, the flattened ones, where the 9s or the 2s, okay, where is the 3rd and how you suspend it, how to make a major, a minor, all you can imagine. So as you can see, you don't need to memorize a bunch of stuff. All you need to do is try some practical applications. Okay, so first thing, learn your major triads all over the neck. That's all.